All right, here I am with Tim Panaccio in a giant cavernous blank space that is literally, the walkway outside the press room, but it is a loud building, Tim.
It's the only place where we can actually hear ourselves think. You know what? The other night, Joffrey Lupul said to me that of all the arenas he's been in, and let's face it, he played in Edmonton, which is one of the loudest and smallest of the league. He said he had never seen noise like it was in this building. He said there's so much noise on the ice. He says that players are having trouble talking to each other, hollering commands to each other. It's that loud.
Yeah, you get that. You've seen a lot more of the play continuing after whistles, and especially in the first period.
But you can't hear the whistle. I can't hear from where we're sitting
up
here.
No, not a chance, not at all. Really entertaining series, entertaining game. A lot of people saying best series. 2-2. What are the Flyers doing right now in this game?
Well, I think they matched the intensity level here of the Cats right from the start. I mean, they came out, they played the end-to-end hockey with these guys. They're with them the entire way. There's speed, there's emotion. It's pond hockey at times,
yeah, it is.
But it's a very good period. It's a very good game. The only thing I think the Flyers have lacked once again is sense and sensibility with some of the dumb penalties. I mean, right from the get-go, they had penalties that hurt them, and they had penalties at the end. Even though Steve Downey's penalty, that wasn't a power play. Essentially, that was a power play goal.
Right. He's
out of the box, and when Ovechkin scores that goal and ties it up. So again, penalties have really been big in this series.
Yeah, they have. Now, Darian Hatcher, you've got a question here. It seems as if Stevens is just throwing three forwards out at a time. Rarely are the lines standard. Is this Stevens' strategy tonight to use his depth? The question comes in.
Yeah, I think whenever you get to Game 7, a lot of times you try and shorten just the kind of lines you're going to use and get people out on the ice who are really your best combinations. Like Keith Jones was saying to me tonight, he felt that in Game 7, Stevens would try and do what Carver kind of did in the Boston series. Go to two lines, your two best lines most of the night, and then throw in. But yet the Flyers did get a goal out of their fourth line.
They got a goal out of their fourth line. And the fourth line's been pretty big for both teams so far. I think Bashir's actually having a great series.
Bashir's had a terrific series. I mean, who would have guessed that Don Bashir could show this kind of skill level? This is a great young team. He seems like he's really into what is going on out there with the other players they have.
Yeah, now of course, we've got the third period, a 2-2 game. Do you think this close game benefits a particular team at this point, or do you think that there's anything?
That's a good question because I kind of felt that if the Flyers lose this game, they're going to look back on that 5-1 story.
Yeah.
They had a full 2 minutes. They had a full 4 minutes at the end of the period where they had a power play. And it seemed to me that they were a little uptight with their shot selection. And even though UA had some very good saves, I thought there were chances, there were blown chances right there. Danny Briere twice, and Joffrey Lupul missing the open net. I mean, it's obvious to me in this series the special teams have made a difference because in the close games there's been goals that have been scored. Tonight, we've already seen a couple.
Yeah, no, we've seen big ones. They're getting good goaltending from Marty Biron. It's a pretty big save.
I think he's played a pretty strong game here. But if you look at Marty's stats in the series, he's got save percentages under 900.
Yeah.
The only goalie right now that's playing that save percentage under 900.
That's interesting.
I can't remember last time a goalie advanced in the playoffs with that kind of a low percentage.
Well, again, and I guess it's only happened one other time in history. Somebody told me that a team has come from being last overall to actually winning a playoff series in the first round. The Flyers have played good and bad in this series. I mean, let's face it, they gave away 2 games. Yeah.
They gave away Game 1, and they didn't come out to play in Game 5. They gave away the end of the game in Game 6, and that's awfully tough.
All right, so as a young team with the Capitals, pressure mounts in this third period. Is there any in your gut? What do you see happening? What's your prediction here?
My gut, I still think the way I felt coming in here. I think the crowd is enough. These kids is going to carry the Cats. I think the Cats will probably get it. And we've seen Seven tonight a little bit. He has not been the kind of dominant player he was in the other game. I think Seven's going to come up big in the third period.
Big one. All right, Tim. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
See you guys soon.